Welcome to TCM on this January Sunday. I'm Alicia Malone, and we're going to start my time with you today with a film by one of the most creative and imaginative people to ever work in Hollywood, choreographer turned director Busby Berkeley. Our film is one of the last he made as a director, although he continued to make smaller contributions in films for another decade or so. From 1946, it's Cinderella Jones. For those not familiar with Berkeley, he was responsible for so many innovative musicals and inventive sequences over the years, beginning in the pre-code era of the early 1930s. He had a signature style for many of his numbers, using dozens of women, often clad in barely there or elaborate costumes, who were shot with sweeping camera moves and choreographed in almost a kaleidoscope fashion. Berkeley's influence still looms large today, nearly 50 years after his death. The pop superstar Taylor Swift even does an homage to him in the music video for her recent #1 song, The Fate of Ophelia, which at one point resembles Berkeley's human waterfall sequence in the 1933 film Footlight Parade. Our musical, Cinderella Jones, is done on a much smaller scale than his earlier films, but you will definitely see Berkeley's stamp on some of the musical numbers. It stars Joan Leslie as a woman who learns she has to marry a man of great intelligence in order to inherit a large sum of money. But unfortunately, that doesn't exactly sit well with her current boyfriend, a band leader played by Robert Alder. The supporting cast includes one of our favourite character actors, S.Z. Cuddles Sakall, also Edward Everett Horton, Elijah Cook Jr., and Julie Bishop. It's a light-hearted musical farce, so get ready for some fun. From 1946, here's Cinderella Jones. Cinderella Jones was supposed to be released in 1944, but was held back by the studio that made it, Warner Brothers, until 1946. The powers that be were hoping another film starring Robert Alder, Warner Brothers' Rhapsody in Blue, in which Alder played composer George Gershwin, would be a big hit. Warner's was planning to ride that film's coattails. Because of that delay, some wartime sequences shot for the movie had to be removed. World War II ended, of course, in 1945, so the film was completely re-edited and the plot was a bit jumbled. It's one reason some were critical of this film. And that was the lovely Joan Leslie playing Judy in Cinderella Jones. Her name is not as well known as some actresses from the 1940s, but she did appear alongside practically all of the biggest stars of the day. Humphrey Bogart in High Sierra, Gary Cooper in Sergeant York, James Cagney in Yankee Doodle Dandy, and Fred Astaire in The Sky's the Limit, among them. Incidentally, she also starred with Robert Alder in Rhapsody in Blue, playing a singer and Alder's love interest. We have more comedy up for you next. This time it's a 1942 movie starring Marsha Hunt and directed by Jules Dassin.
Next on TCM, The Affairs of Martha, then King's Row, and later, Brightleaf. TCM rolls our own today.